how do we want to appoint? The other thing we must be sensitive of time, especially when I run out of somewhere.
Let's complain. I got to attend to this thing, but I belong here.
No, I will just talk bad about it.
Okay, you are online. You are live.
Thank you. But I'm saying we just need to agree. How do we appoint a scribe and a spokesperson? Which is one.
The interesting thing is we don't know each other, so we don't know who's really comfortable.
But remember, we have nothing because we need to do this thing quickly, then we can go to know each other.
Yeah.
So we appoint before we know each other.
You don't have to follow that sequence as long as you do what is there ultimately.
Yeah.
If we feel that the knowing of each other is important, let's start there, but we have to tick everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So on that note, we move into the next item.
Yeah.
At least we've got a chairperson, so you can guide us then.
Okay, in that case, then I'm happy we can start introducing ourselves. I'm going to start with me. My name is Mark.
Okay, but here's the issue. The scribe and spokesperson has to start.
You see. Thank you very much.
And please, we talk according to this. You have to be holding the Indugu before you can talk. Otherwise, that's why we're talking at the same time.
Thank you.
We are being joined now online, so people must also be able to learn from our conversations. So let's be educational. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Colleagues, we need to nominate or appoint a spokesperson and a scribe. One person to do it.
Okay, I'll scribe.
Okay, thank you. You're going to be our spokesperson. Thank you very much. Faith is going to be our scribe.
Thanks, Faith.
Now, we also need to give our team, a group, a name. What is going to be the name of our team? Can I make a suggestion? There are various ways of naming a group. We can nominate, we can choose an animal and then we name our group in line with the attributes of the animal. My apology. We can
Just put it far enough.
We can also nominate our group in terms of a landscape and talk about the landscape. Or we can choose to be a butterfly and talk about, we can do that. So I suggest we consider various things as we name our group, and then we can explain. I also suggest maybe we can just go around on the right. So
you can also, I think, you can also name the group based on what the purpose of the existence of that group is, and what we'll be talking and debating and discuss about. And I think the discussion today is around mindfulness and meditation, and maybe the group naming need to go along with the theme of what the debate is, and it could just be something maybe fictitiously spiritual or fictitiously in depth with self, and call out the group. The name like Nalena comes to being, which is a spady phrase for saying me and myself in my own space, in that particular space. When you're in dialogue with yourself, it's in Nalena, it's you and yourself in dialogue, and maybe that comes to mind. Okay. Maybe you didn't have to pick it up, I must just drop it for you.
Okay, you've basically both of you said so much in terms of naming of the group, which I believe you've spoken for most every one of us. Yeah.
I think still on the name of the group, we shouldn't also. I like what you said, it's like
Nalena.
But I also think since we are all different people, we shouldn't forget ourselves. in the name of the group. The name of the group should represent who we are personally and as a group. Because as a group we share different ideas and we have individually we are different people, but as a group we are one. So our name should show that, should reflect us as individuals and also as a group. So, I keep forgetting. Let me write it down.
No, me and me, or me and myself in a direct translation. Because the thing is, when you're in that thought process of mindfulness and meditation, it's you and your own only in that thought process, and that name represents the moment that you find yourself in.
Oh, I'm still talking.
Yeah.
It seems like we all have different views of what we want as a name for the group. So since we've all shared what we think, so it will be your turn. Once you've shared with us what you think the name of the group should be, I think we should all write down the specific name that you think would be the best name for the group. Then we will decide as a group which one is best.
Go for voting.
It must go to you now because we already all shared. We already
the name.
And no. What we are saying is we are trying to discuss. Oh, sorry. So just to bring you in. We discussed the principle of how we should approach this name. I said animals and wara. He said no. This is it must be related to the purpose of what we are here for. She said no. She's happy with what both of us said. She's saying but we should be able to be represented as individual and as a group in the name. So it's your turn.
My view is that as long as the name binds us and we can relate to it, I'm happy. So, because if it binds us, it means as individual we are bonded, and then so it represents us. So, if there's any name that says we are bonded, that will be great for me. That includes the individuality and collectiveness. Why is I read Nalerona? Me and us. Me and us. That's my suggestion.
In a follow-up to that, I think Rena in a context will mean us as a group, but will also mean me and the me that is next to me as well in a reflective way. When you're standing in front of a mirror, it's you and the person that is in the mirror. So it's me and us, and it's me and us as a group as well. So it's
nice.
It's got an inclusion in that sense.
Can I suggest that we combine both English and African languages? Nalerena, me and us. It's too long. Hey?
Okay, I'm happy with anything, guys, for the record. But I'd like to hear what Julie was going to suggest.
Okay.
And then we can take it from there.
I don't have a name, but what you guys are suggesting, I just kind of feel like we are being a bit, like you said, I don't want to say biased, but we should try and accommodate everyone. Not in Nalerena. What about the next white person? We have to explain. So it should be a name that's
Or you're talking in terms of broadly out there.
Yeah.
Should we accommodate those who don't speak the vernacular?
Yeah.
Okay.
Focus more.
So should it be then me and us?
But people who run big corporates will argue that the process of going to explain your name to the foreign world in what it relates and what it means and where it initiates from. It's a wonderful process because it always takes you on a journey, because the initiation or the beginning of something great is experience. So you don't have to say it in French. Yet when you say it in French, it could be appropriate, but it's more appropriate when you explain to a French person what that came from and what it initiated, and that's a beautiful storytelling. It's like us going to the world and there's a debate about whether we call ourselves South Africa or Zanzibar. It's about whether it gives you a comfort to can explain that name and sell it to the outside world. So yes, maybe Venek in the sense that I'm a Pedi is a Zulu, I guess, or Swati, and so forth and so forth. And maybe as a group, yes. But yeah.
Interesting.
I personally liked the name Butterfly because I believe that we are in the path of discovering. One thing that I love about a butterfly is that it starts off as a little worm that has no identity, if I can put it that way, and then it gets to a level where it cocoons itself, and then from that period of cocooning it discovers what it is, and it more like discover that it can actually have wings, and it can be beautiful, and it can fly, and it can be something adorable. So I loved Butterfly.
That's powerful. Sounds convincing. It tells the story of progression is the future. But at the end of the day, it's not a contest. It's just us agreeing with an identity that we call us. And if we are able to explain it in a nice way like that, and everybody can relate to a butterfly process, I think, yeah. But like as Patrick is saying, you are still, if you say I'm butterfly, you are still going to tell that story for the people too, because that's the part of the exercise. You have already explained it for us to say, you can take that area where you say, why this name? I'm not saying we are taking it, but it sounds like appealing. Yeah. But then the other explanation could be, what name did you drop and why? Because what you are sharing with us, you are actually sensitizing us to be global and inclusive. But at the same, Patrick say, but Toyota is Japanese. But now people see Toyota, they see cars. They had to go through that experience. But these are beautiful ideas in my am I still on the floor? Beautiful ideas in my view. Thank you.
I also move to remind people that the petrol station called Total is actually not Total. And we all call it Total. And it sounds fine, but actually it's Total. It's a French word, Total. And when they come and explain to you what Total means, now you've been thinking, okay, Total, yeah, 1 + 1 is 2, Total. It's not Total. And like he's talking about the Japanese concept of Toyota.
Yes.
For all you know, we've been pronouncing it incorrectly. Yeah.
This is the most educational discussion. Yeah, it's rich, yeah? Okay, but I just wanted to say that are we voting or are we agreeing?
No, I was about to say, yeah, we need to stick to time, so we should.
Okay, sure. Can we vote for a name that we choose between Butterfly and me and myself, or just Butterfly? Is everybody else happy with the Butterfly?
She used to place her and she did suggest Butterfly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
This was very intense. I must also declare something that I'm discovering now.
Were you confirming the name?
I'm discovering something because I'm noticing I'm even afraid to talk, even though I'm chairing, because I don't have this. But I'm learning, so you guys must just help me in the process. But my understanding is that we have just adopted the Butterfly as a name. But you wanted to say something?
I understood it to be a voting and only she voted at the time.
Oh, okay.
Unless I missed it.
Okay. Can I suggest that we all vote for Butterfly? Oh, no. How do I say?
So I suggest this should rotate, and then whoever,
Vote whatever name.
yeah, you say which name you go. Then
Okay. Start. You can start.
Nale.
Butterfly.
Naleron.
Butterfly.
You guys are not are cruel. That only leaves me to it should have been the chairperson that actually cuts the car. I this is a butterfly.
Thank you very much, guys. That was very interesting.
I just came from the group that has decided on the name that is so beautiful.
Chairperson is
We are on
Michael Mbela Malala. And our scribe, should I also put the scribe there? Does it ask? Okay, the scribe. Zinzi. Oh my God, I'm not going to use this thing. Okay. And what's the next one?
Can I remind you when you finish just to make a quick reference into this intentions manual, just at the end, because each one of you is going to take this to work on it. So just talk a little bit about the themes that they come out. We don't have to spend too much time. Yeah.
So basically, we can get anything from this one.
You can just go through the themes because each one of you is going to have to journal the experience of mindfulness.
Okay.
Yeah. Just at the end when you wrap up. Yeah.
Can I just clarify again? How did you do the election thing?
We volunteered and elected.
Volunteered and elected. Now I was held hostage. These kids, Sam, they're giving me a headache. Elections, okay? We've got everything, eh?
Yes.
Portfolios filled, appointment. How did that come about? Done, eh? Election, okay. Introduce the participant, describe the diversity of the members. Okay. Our
Diversity.
students. Good students on the table.
Students.
Yeah.
She's no longer a student, this one.
How?
Oh,
But she introduced herself as a student.
I'm a student now. You never finished school. I didn't have a PhD. Am I lying? I'm still a student.
So variety of members, we got students, we have MD, managing director, we have an administrator. Okay.
And a electrical engineer. Electrician.
Electrician. Okay.
Let's get straight to the topic.
Wait,
We are going to get there. Remember, we need to, Mamela, we need to cover everything else. I don't want to, remember, I'm described the sponsors. I don't want to get there and then I'm like, ow. I don't want to be biting. I want to have all my stuff, all my ducks in one row. So we've done the thing. Now we're coming to tell us your take from all the above checking points.
I think that we can leave that for the
For the
end.
last. Okay. So where do we go from here?
We discussed the topic at hand.
Yeah, but
The topic. Where is
Yes.
that?
I've seen it like
Oh, this one. Here.
What
Step
page is
7.
that?
Step 7. Yes.
Yes. What? So it's a little nutshell.
Take over. It's fine. We're happy. You're not threatened. So the theme,
The theme is, what is the theme?
it's mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Spiritual. It's spiritual. But the theme was,
Mindfulness.
was
Yes.
mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Okay. And then we need to answer all these. The host, the facilitator, the co-facilitator, the presentation, the inputs, the perspectives, the views, and the opinions.
Michael,
This we can leave them for now.
Which one? We are there now.
Guest speakers
Actually,
presentation.
you wanted to rush to get here.
Now
We are there now. Now you want to go back somewhere else.
No, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back.
Okay, but here we need to. This is what we need to focus on, and then we'll come back to the last one. Tell us all about the above checking points.
Where are you?
Step 7.
We're doing step
seven.
7. Yes.
Okay.
Now we started with the theme. We said the theme was mindfulness. Now we need to dig deeper and say, what was your take about the host, the facilitator, the co-facilitator, the president? You know what Adela said, what Sam said, what Mr. Mphahlele said,
Yeah.
and the presentations, the inputs, the perspectives, the views, and the opinions. Just what your take is. If you have to sum it up,
Okay.
what is your feeling about it? What's your thinking about it? What is your thank you.
As human beings, as much as as young as I am, we've all had experiences. And some experiences, yes, being a spiritual person or being one that believes in God, sometimes it's not enough.
Say that again.
Sometimes being
Spiritual.
a
Being spiritual
person,
is
yes,
not enough.
It's not enough. You need help from
Oh,
other
not enough. From
areas
other, yeah.
or whatever, yes, as in all the forces come together to help you heal or deal with life better. So you can be a spiritual person and pray to God, but to calm yourself and your mind and to be mindful, you can do things such as meditating and summoning the universe, as they said. So Christianity is not enough because you feel like it takes time sometimes for God to answer your prayers. And while you're still waiting for your prayers to be answered, you need to be calm and aware and what's this? Conscious and be able to deal with the waiting for Him to come through for you. That's all I can say for now.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Should we maybe just say religious beliefs instead of just saying Christianity?
Yes.
Okay. Other religious beliefs is not enough.
And as much, so to summarize, other religious beliefs are not
yes,
enough.
Are not enough. We
And
need.
yes, you need other.
You know what I said? Can I read what I said? I said, as human beings, we have experiences. Spiritual is not enough, including other religious beliefs. We need other interventions such as meditation, summoning the universe to support our needs to be conscious. Is that summarizing what you said?
And
Support.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else who agrees and anybody else who says that is
Totally wrong.
huh? What are the other people's thing on the table? Sorry, mistake chair. It's like I'm taking over, but the thing is you know when you ascribe.
For me, I think it's right the way she has put it in that sometimes we need to connect with ourselves, you know.
Okay.
Connect with ourselves, yes. Listen to what the body responds.
What? Connect with
The body
ourselves.
responds to what our mind thinks.
Listen. I like that. Listen to the body.
Yes.
To how the body, no?
Responds to the
How
environment.
the body
Environment,
responds to the outside the external environment.
yes, exactly.
Okay. External environment.
Because we all know that the backbone connects with the brain. I think it's a hypothalamus, something like that.
Say again.
No. that's
Hypothalamus.
Yeah, I think it connects with the backbone, the what do they
Spinal
call it?
cord.
Spinal cord, yes.
How do I put that?
Yeah, we don't know.
Don't put it,
Or should I leave it out?
just wait it out. Yeah, just wait that point out.
Okay. Now what I want to add, what I'd like to add is that what I wanted to add is that yes, our experiences are different, and we shouldn't let me use an example. Like, for example, as people, and as we start to climb the ladder, we like thinking, just because I've hit that, I'm like all that, and I'm all that, and I'm gonna look down on people, and I'm not gonna reach out. So for now, spiritual mindedness teaches you you need to be humble, you need to respect where you come from, you need to be aware of your environment. When I'm not right. I need to count all these things. You need to. So we're having a conversation.
It's not staged.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to be mindful of the environment. We need to be mindful of other people's what you're going through. So we shouldn't sort of say, I'm just going to be by myself, and when whatever your problems are, it's your opinion, and maybe we laugh at you and say, look at her. You see? So because at the end of the day, we are all connected. So that energy that I'm sending out to you, guess what? It's gonna come back to me. Come back to me.
Yes.
Because if you're sending something to the universe, you're actually connecting, telling the universe, okay, this is how I'm treating my fellow human being.
I expect it back
to me. So that's my take.
So will you remember all of that?
Let me see.
Can I add that?
Just hold on. Can I just...
Before it...
As human beings, I'm just going to summarize. Just say we're going to need to respect each other. Respect each other as human beings. Each other as human beings. And what else? What else did I say?
You said what you send out is...
The energy that
yes, what you send out will come back to you. Okay, you know what the rest? Yeah, the environment, humans and environment. Environment. It's difficult when you're scribing and also contributing. What you say will come back to you. Anything else that I said? Come back to you.
Mindfulness.
No way. Yeah.
I was trying to scribe what I said.
What did you say?
Now I've forgotten.
Something.
What I said?
No.
Some points.
Okay, you go.
Yeah. I wanted to add on what you were saying.
Yes.
Regarding this thing of judgment.
Oh, judging others. Yes.
Yeah. This thing, I think, on what I've got from the video, it was saying the mindfulness is direct and maintain, but it's directly and maintaining non-judgment thought. And from this thing, there's something that I've learned, like that's happening mostly each and every day in our lives. You find maybe we are of different cultures or different religions, but at the same time we are still human beings. We are still the same. But you find maybe some people, they are still judging people about their religion or maybe their cultures, and that's where in most of us we get it wrong, because of we in life we can believe in difference. We can have different beliefs, but the only thing that we forgot as people is that when we're praying for one God. We might call him by many names. Some of us we end up losing faith because of we end up not knowing who our